Hello and welcome to a new episode How to Learn JavaScript from Beginner to Advanced. Today we will dive deep into a new episode with objects in JavaScript. The subject from today is how to access and iterate through nested object in JavaScript. In the last episodes you saw how to access and in JavaScript how to access with object.key that value or entries the value keys and the both, but in a simple object. Now we will see how to access in nested object. Let's dive in into one example. Sorry for my English. We have an nested object person. Do you see here I have an object because I have curly brackets now, and inside this object I have another object with address, key address, and value is another object for this address with city, with key city and value New York, key zip and value 10,001. Okay, and I want to access the key and value keys and values for this object address. Now I want to access the value of address, this object. Okay, I analyzed this object and I see have key and value. I want to access both key and also values, and for this I know should to use entries. No, dot entries method, object dot entries, and the name of object. I know that that is the syntax. I try to use it. Okay, let's see step by step. I have for now this information, this piece of code in my mind. Object that in entries, because I want to access the both the key and value. I know syntax with person, but this is the problem, because if I run now console.log object.entries person, let's see what I receive. I received all 3 arrays, but I want just this city and zip, and I didn't have this. Okay, for this should to go deeply in the same way like dot notation. No, because I have person and I want to access the value of the key address. The value of the key address is this object, and for this should to use dot notation, and I go deeply in this imbricated object, in this nested object, and I use dot notation and I write here dot address because I want to go inside this object. And now I have 2 arrays, because object.entries create 2 arrays. First array is with element from these properties, and second array with this element. Okay, let's wrap them into a variable. Let address let address element equal this. No, okay, sorry, I have a variable. When you coding, try to put in a variable function, because you can to work simply in other part of your code. You can use this variable in other part of your code. I want to use this address element in other parts of my code. I want to print all this in console.log, and for this should to use for each method or map, doesn't matter. Now I have, do you see, I use this console log to show you that I create two arrays, because this object.entries create two arrays, and now it's simple. I use for each, for example, to iterate through this array. This is my array now. Okay, and okay, console.log, and I put inside console.log this for each method with a parameter current element, and console.log again. What I want to print, I want to print this key and values, and for this my console.log element. I receive an undefined. Okay, let's see what is the problem. Object.entry person.address. Now okay, no problem. I continue this. I put here for each. I can to put here for each, and I create here element iterate now through this array. Let's see what happened. Maybe are not okay. No problem. We stay focused on it and try to solve the problem. Console.log element. For each. Okay, let's see. Let's use keys. With keys is okay. Is okay with keys. Show me city and zip. With values, object.values also works. but doesn't work with entries. Why? Because when I work with entries, object.entries, I have two parameters. Oh yes, nah, that is the problem. I have the both key and value, and here I have just one. Okay, for this we can use a destructurate of array, put here key and also value. What mean this? I have person dot address dot key, person dot address dot key, that city is New York, and I have person dot address dot value is city, sorry, in the first and second is New York. I have person dot address dot key is zip, person dot address dot value is this value 10,001. Okay, and console.log with interpolate. I use interpolate, I put here. Let's delete this. When you use interpolate, you use backticks quotes and put here the variable, no, key also value. Let's see the result. Uncode uninspected token expected 15. Object, I have to sign here to here. Now it's okay. Now key value, key comma value. Okay, here should put another element, is not okay, but no problem. Console.log key value. Key value. Okay, I have two parameter, probably should to put before this parenthesis curly brackets. Let's see. Okay. But here I didn't put entries. No, if I didn't put entries, doesn't work. Now it's okay, and I have the boat, city, and New York and zip at 10,001. Okay, let's summary. If you want to access in nested object, you should to use dot notation for dive deeply in nested object. All the best.